So let's get this straight once and for all, are Anthem's developers jumping ship? Well, spoiler alert, they are not. Let's discuss. But before we do that, what's going on, all of you fantastic freelancers? My name is William, and in today's video, like I said, we are going to be discussing if Anthem's developers are indeed hopping ship. And believe it or not, they aren't, but there's actually some sound reasoning for this, so hang tight. First and foremost, this whole ordeal comes from the Anthem game subreddit, and we've been over that subreddit so many times, but I still get notifications on my phone showing what articles are the most prevalent. If you can even call them articles, I guess we call them posts. But anyways, there was a post today that said something along the lines of, hey, 3 of Anthem's main developers, producers, whatever, are jumping ship, are more jumping ship, and so on and so forth. And this comes from a tweet where someone asks, hey, are you all still working on Anthem, to Mike Gamble? And he says you should follow Ben Irving and Chad Robertson. And believe it or not, or maybe believe it, because it always happens, the Anthem game subreddit lost their minds and the memery began. But let's get the facts straight and what's really going on. So first and foremost, the 3 developers in question are of course Mark Darrah, Mike Gamble, and John Warner. But for this, we're going to leave John Warner out completely, Anthem's game director, because he is taking some time to spend with his family, and our thoughts and prayers are with him right now. So let's all just leave him be. But in the case of Mark Darrah and Mike Gamble, it's a little bit more obvious. First and foremost, it is not unheard of for developers to leave a project or move away from a project to move on to another one, especially if a studio, like BioWare, is working on a second game. Did you really think all of BioWare Edmonton and BioWare Austin would be working on Anthem forever? No. They've got the next Dragon Age entry coming out and the next Mass Effect entry to start working on, as Casey Hudson has hinted at so many times. So there's that. Also, if you look at other live service games, it's not unheard of for them to make the switch from the launch team to the live service team. In essence, moving around producers to where they need to go next. Not all producers or developers are there for the entire thing, for the live service aspect especially. From what we gather right now, BioWare Austin is almost completely focusing on 2 games, SWTOR and Anthem, but Anthem being the larger portion. And while in Edmonton, it has been confirmed that there are plenty of developers still working on Anthem. The whole concept and notion that BioWare Edmonton has completely given up on Anthem is ridiculous. They still have fantastic people working on the game like Presley, Jen, Tigis, Silicosta, and so on and so forth. So let's just stop with the rumor that BioWare Edmonton has completely given up on Anthem, and they're moving on to Dragon Age or Mass Effect. But the reason we're making this video today is because of the 2 guys, Mike Gamble and Mark Darrah. They were major driving forces behind Anthem, and if the Kotaku article is to be believed, which the research on that by Jason Schreier is unparalleled and excellent, and there's little to no reason to discredit any of that article, Mark Darrah was the reason that Anthem was shipped in the way it was shipped, in it that it was better than what it would have been if he wasn't there. He was promptly pulled off of the development of Dragon Age 4, or if that's how the rumors are to be believed, but he was pulled off of his baby franchise to come help whip Anthem into shape. Now, like I said, Dragon Age is his baby. It's his bread and butter, and that's what he's known for in the gaming industry. So is it really any surprise that he moved back over to Dragon Age? No, I don't think so. And while, yeah, I would have loved for Mark Darrah to stay on Anthem a little bit longer to help, get it into a decent position, he did the best he could, and I'm sure he's looking forward to being back on Dragon Age. As far as Mike Gamble goes, I'm not 100% sure what he's working on. It could be that he's a producer on the new Dragon Age, or it could be that he's working with Casey Hudson on the new Mass Effect. Everything's really up in the air with Gamble. But my point is, why is everyone freaking out about this? If you look at when they went silent on Twitter, that should give you an indication as to when they moved over. And while nothing has been made official yet, and this is all speculation, it's pretty obvious that they've moved over a few weeks ago, if not a few months ago. And on top of that, if you were worried about great talent leaving the game, hang tight. BioWare Austin has been hiring on fantastic new people such as a new loot producer, amongst other things, to get Anthem back on track. If anything, isn't this what you all wanted? New leadership. And why are you complaining about the old leadership going? Yeah, no, don't get me wrong, I get it about Mark Darrah. I love the guy. He's amazing. But people move on. Do I think that this is going to have any impact on Anthem? Well, given that those 2 guys were probably only a part of the release team and not the live service team, I'm sure we won't notice any noticeable differences. But at any rate, this doesn't mean that there's any more trouble coming to Anthem. This doesn't mean EA and BioWare are pulling support from the game by moving around developers. This is just the reality of live service games and the reality of a studio with more games on the way. So in conclusion, chill out. it's really not that big a deal. Personally, I wish the best of luck to Mike Gamble and Mark Dara, and as always, our prayers are with John Warner and his family. But what do you all think about these guys leaving? But what do you all think of these guys moving away from Anthem? Do you all really know what they did enough to make it a noticeable difference when they left? Let me know in the comment section below, as I really do read through all of your comments, and I will respond if there's conversational potential. Just, don't be an ass. And if you want to stay up to date on all things about your game Anthem, from conversations and discussions like this one, be sure to leave a like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on one of our videos. A monumental thank you, by the way, to my patrons and channel members for all their generous donations and support. Everything you guys do really goes a long way to helping me maintain and enhance the quality of the content on this channel, and for that, I'm forever humbled and grateful to you all. I hope all of you fantastic freelancers have a phenomenal day as always, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all in the next video very soon. And remember, freelancers, now more than ever, we are strong alone, but we are stronger together.